Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys once again for tuning into a pre-market watch list as always. So there's going to be 3 stocks today that I'm going to keep on my watch list that are going to be on the main watch that I intend on trading. That is going to be Zillow, Etsy, and Twilio. So all 3 earnings reports, to me, I believe these 3 stocks are going to have some value. We'll be able to see them move pretty good and should create some opportunity on the day. We do have the market gapping up a little bit today. Strong little sign. We have a lot of bigger name stocks starting to gap up as well because those are also following the stock market. And then we also have, what was I going to say? AMD. There was some news yesterday that AMD, new processor, some type of deal with Amazon Web Services, and the stock went nuts. That might be something you want to keep an eye on today as well. So good morning, Rich. Good morning, Joe. And good morning, Mr. Young. So we're going to get right into sharing the screen now so we can start looking at some of these stocks. All right, guys, first one on the watch list I'll talk about is Etsy. So Etsy gapping up pre-market, kind of hanging out in this channel right now, pre-market from 45 to 46. Right now, Etsy has a 52-week high of about $53, but right now, Etsy is going to be running into resistance around the $48 to $49. So anywhere from really, anywhere from the current price of about 45 up until the price of 48 to 49, we're most likely going to be seeing resistance on Etsy. So today we'll be watching Etsy long biased, probably over the $46 mark with a target of probably $48 to $49 on the day. So I see Etsy could probably see movement of around $3 per share on the day. Amazon, I'll take a look at Amazon today for sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so for Etsy, again, right now you can see it has this pre-market channel. So right now, pre-market, it appears the support system we have built up is right around 45. Our resistance is right up about 46. So for me, gonna probably watch it long over the $46 area. Next one on the list will be TWLO. So TWLO had a good earnings report, had a big gap up of about $14 here today. Right now, the 52-week high area on TWLO is at about $89. So anywhere from this 85 to 89, or really the 84 to 89 is a pre-market, or sorry, just is resistance. You can see right now pre-market on this 4-hour candle, TWLO is selling off. So again, TWLO gapped straight up into resistance, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some sort of sell-off on TWLO today. So for me, I'm actually going to watch TWLO short bias. So if it cannot hold up and kind of break over this 85 mark, might watch it short. But as it's starting to fall pre-market, it does appear that it's going to be coming towards a buy area. So again, I might watch TWLO to see if it stays trending up. If it stays trending up, I might long it on dips. But if it looks like it's starting to turn bearish, I wouldn't hesitate to short TWLO today. All right, and the next one on the list is Zillow, Z. So going to be watching Zillow short. Right now, Zillow is into a 52-week low. If you look at a 3-year chart, its only real support system is arguably at $30 to $25. Zillow did get a price target of $23 announced today, so whether or not that price target's going to hold true, we don't know for sure, but there has been a downgrade or a price target of $23 on Zillow today. You can see Zillow is very similar to Etsy, where it has gapped down and it's just trading sideways right now in this channel. So going to be watching Zillow short today. And if it does stay down, I'd probably look to short it somewhere around the $33 mark, or even the $34 mark. So what I'd look for is maybe to see if Zillow pops up to 33 or maybe to 34, fails, and then look for a short. Again, I think Zillow has a pretty good room to come down in the day. I think we could see Zillow down as low as, 30 to even mid 20s, high 20s on the day. So again, Zillow is another stock that I would keep on the watch list, but primarily short bias on Zillow for the day. Do note that if Zillow at some point reverses and gets over $34, we could see Zillow turn into a short squeeze, okay? And those are going to be the three stocks that are mainly on the watch list for me today. So we will take a look at Amazon. Somebody was asking about Amazon, so I'll take a look here. Depending on how the market does, if the market has moves pretty well today, I think you could see Amazon up towards, prices of 1750 to 1760s, possibly 1800. I would say that's its next resistance area. So for me personally, based on the market, it's all depending on what the market does. If the market seems to have a strong day or a good day, then I think, that could play a role on Amazon. Amazon does tend to kind of do whatever it wants to do some days. So what I would do is just kind of hang out and just sit back. I wouldn't really do too much with Amazon. I would sit back right now because Amazon has a big range from 1700 down to a low of 1600. So it has a 100-point range. Right now it's at the top of this range. So I would, if you're long bias, try and find some type of dip area on Amazon to grab it maybe long. But there's nothing about its chart specifically right now that stands out too much. We do know it is uptrending. So what we really kind of need to have happen with Amazon is Amazon needs to put in like a top so that we can possibly have like a bullish pennant maybe forming, some type of pattern. But there's nothing with Amazon right now that makes me super ecstatic. The only thing I could possibly see is maybe a slight little like kind of pop or a slight breakout over this previous resistance area. So if it can kind of break up out of this yellow box, we might have a pop up towards 1700. But based on what I'm seeing here with the chart, I would most likely say you'd see Amazon up towards 1765, 1800, and then it might start pulling back because that's very similar to the market, right? The market is up towards resistance, right? I mean, the market just gapped right up into resistance areas. It's starting to enter into that resistance zone. So I think there's the possibility we're going to see the market move up a little bit more here into the 280s price maybe. But once we get to 280, we're definitely going to see, I would imagine we're going to see some type of pullback on the market here soon, just because it's coming into this left shoulder area. So going straight across, that's not straight, that was really off, but going straight across, now that we're getting into that price, we might see something like that, okay, which would then come down to test that previous shoulder. So again, I'm not set that the market's really performing very well at this point, so I definitely hold off on, being too adamant about buying long biased. Remember what happened to the market the last time we had a big move down? Let me put it on a yearly chart for you. So last time we had a really big move down in the market, you can clearly see it had dropped, it bounced, pulled back, and then we went for another retest. So don't think that the market's not going to retest, right? There's a strong chance we're going to see the market come right back down to 260 at some point to retest, or 262, 264 to retest this previous low. If we can hold up over that low, then we might move higher from there on out. But the market's going to want to at least test that low of 260 to truly hold support, and then we might start seeing traction gain in the market and start trending back upwards. But first we would need some type of retest of the previous low. Just because, and that's another thing that I was just talking about with our private group, just because, one political party wins, like the House, or just because somebody wins, it doesn't mean everyone's just going to sell everything and cause the market to come down. The market's already high. The market's going to do what it wants to do for whatever reason it wants to do. Just because some people are selling that maybe Democrats are in office, other people could be selling because of the trade war tariffs. Other people could be selling because of rising interest rates. Other people could be selling because of the debt levels, right? Other people could be selling because they think the valuations of companies right now are overvalued. So there's numerous amounts of reasons as to why people sell. So to pinpoint it on specifically one thing, I don't feel is the best approach, but you're right there. For anybody who believes that with Democrats maybe winning over the House, that could play some role in negatively or positively affecting the stock market, I'm sure it will. There are plenty of people out there that see that as a benefit to the market. There are people that see it as not a benefit to the market. So people are going to play it both ways. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's going to overall cause a market to really pull very hard, though. Let's see. I'll take a look at the stock. What was it? WWDC. Yeah, there might be a little bit more upside potential on WDC, but really, I wouldn't buy it anymore. I would probably start looking at selling or shorting the stock at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's basically, let's see. It's right there. The gap fill would be up to 52. Yeah, I mean, there might be another three or a couple dollars per share could move, but moreover than that, WDC is turning into a short play and not a long. So if you want to trade that, I'd probably start watching it short bias around 52. Oh yeah, how did BOXL end up doing? Yeah, let's see. So for me personally, I probably would not short it. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, if it can stay below 337, if it can stay below 372, I might stay short on it. But yeah, I could see that being a good play. It would have been the only thing is it would have been a good short here. Like that's where it was a good short up here. Now you're kind of shorting in the middle, so you run the risk of a squeeze or it going down. So that's always the problem with not being in at the bottom or not being in at the top is then when you get in, you're right in the middle, right? Like this is the 50-yard line, right? And now you try and short and you run the risk of it squeezing or you run the risk of it, not really, or it dumps, right? So you're kind of like right in the middle versus right here, you get short, now you have some room to play, right? That's the thing is once you're in here, right? It's falling, and it gets to here. Well, now you're not really nervous because if it pops up a little bit, you still have a lot of room before you're stopped out. But if you get in, short right here or in the middle, then, you're instantly red if it squeezes. That's kind of the iffiness there. But yeah, I would definitely see this as a penny stock. It's probably going to fade out. So I would say watching it short is probably a smart thing to do. We don't offer any free trials to our room, but you can contact me or message me through Discord. Everything to get in touch with me is in the link, or sorry, I always say the link. It's in the description of the video. So if you go to the show more on the video, you'll see a big list of links that you can go to our chat room, Facebook group, and our private trading service. Anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna actually we're gonna end it there for the day, guys. We're gonna end it right there. So it was a good morning, good couple stocks. Pretty happy about it. Think it's gonna be a good day here trading. I would definitely keep an eye. Definitely keep an eye on AMD. That wouldn't be bad, but again, keep an eye on those earnings plays. Earnings plays are easy. They always have movement. There's always something to play on them. So I think we'll end it there. Thank you guys once again for tuning in as always, and we'll see you on the next stream, which is going to be tomorrow morning. So definitely stay tuned. All right, take care.